Hi friends, it's Miss Tracy from Smith County Public Library. This is our last story time of the Imagine Your Story summer reading program. It's been really fun and it sure did happen fast. Anyway, our last craft for the summer is for the older kids, a little tiny kingdom you can make. And if you will take pictures of your creation and text it to us, email it to us, send it to us somehow, we'll give you a special prize. So we have this, and then the little kids are making crowns, which they decorate with jewels. So again, pull up in front of the library, give us a call, say you're out front, and we'll give you what you need. All right, the book we're reading today is called The Very Last Castle. It's a little long, but it's really good. I think you'll like it. So let's, without further ado, ring our bell. And you hold your hands like this, and you flick them forward like so. And you open and close them like a book. Read, read, read a book, travel anywhere. Worldwide, you decide a book can take you there. And here we are, The Very Last Castle. The words are by Travis Yalker, and the pictures are by Mark Pett. It is published by Abrams Book for Young Readers. Okay, and I have a castle behind me that has it's very medieval with knights and such. And if you see, there's a knight on the cover here. Yeah. Okay, here we go. In the middle of a small town stood something you might not expect, a castle. It was, in fact, the very last castle. There had been others, but over time they'd all been taken down or fallen apart or been destroyed. All but one. For reasons no one could remember, no one ever came out, and no one was ever allowed in. Up in the high tower, a guard watched the townspeople silently pass by. Then there was Ib. See, everyone else is kind of grayed out. Not Ib. She's got personality. Every day she walked past the castle, all alone. Every day she stopped. She looked up. She saw the lone guard standing stone still. Clunk! Looks like she's chucking pebbles, into the moat. Since no one had been inside the castle, the townspeople had ideas about who or what was in that castle. Snap, snap, snap. Monsters, said Miss Wicks. There are monsters in that castle. That'd be scary, wouldn't it? The giants, said Alex. There are giants in that castle. Look at this giant. Like only his arms will fit out. It looks like he's wearing the castle. That's pretty funny. Everybody's got a theory. And there it is, the castle. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Snakes, said Ib's grandfather. It's full of snakes. That would have to be a lot of snakes if the whole castle's filled with them. Maybe it's something terrible, Ib thought one day, but maybe it's something else, as she plunks her rocks into the moat. The next morning, Ib walked past the castle. She stopped and looked up at the tower. No guard. Ib had an idea. She floated across the moat. She walked up to the door with all the strength she had. Look how big that door is now, little Ib is. She knocked, knocked, knocked. Yes. Oh no, it's snakes. Let's turn the page and see how bad it is. Ib didn't stop running until she was sitting in her desk at school, scared and out of breath. Maybe Grandpa was right. She didn't tell anyone what had happened. Not long after, an envelope arrived. Inside was an invitation. Your presence is requested at the front gate of the castle on Sunday at noon. She's got an invitation to the castle. Everyone told Ib to stay away. Monsters, said Miss Wicks. Giants, said Alex. Snakes, said her grandfather. Look at this expression on her face. Maybe you've had this expression on your face once or twice before. Ib said maybe it's something terrible, but it could be something else. On Sunday, Ib stood all alone outside the front gate. With a loud thunk, the drawbridge began to lower. She trembled. She looked up at the tower. It was empty. She took a deep breath. Slowly, Ib did something none of the townspeople had ever done. She walked inside. I have a drawbridge here, but it doesn't make a loud thunk. It just goes, well, maybe a loud thunk. That's kind of loud, isn't it? So there she goes into the castle. I thought it'd be a lot quieter when I thunked it. It turned out Miss Wicks and Alex had been right. There were monsters, and there were giants. Look, the vegetables are giants. The trees are topiaries, so they're made to look like monsters. But there were no snakes. Welcome, came a voice, a kind voice. It was the guard. He removed his helmet. He was much older than Ib had expected. I am the last one left, he said. May I show you around? For the rest of the day, Ib and the guard, his name was William, visited every corner of the castle. Before long, they were pruning near the great hall, snap, 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 and harvesting by the palace, thud, thud, thud. Did you notice how when they talked about the monsters, there might be, they said snap, snap, snap. And we talked about the giants, there might be, they said thud, thud, thud. And here we're doing it again. They ended up where they had started. Why now? Said Ib. All the other castles are gone, answered William. Someday I will be too. I want someone brave to take my place, someone curious. Will you help me? Ib thought about William all on his own. She thought about her family and friends outside the castle. She thought, and then she knew. Yes, Ib said, but I have a request. Do you know what she's going to ask? I would show you, but the pages don't seem to want to turn. Oh my goodness, pages. Okay, there we go. In the middle of the small town stood the very last castle. Sometimes someone came out. That was her request. She wanted him to come out and share with everybody the bounty that he'd grown. And everyone was welcomed in. And there's the hiss, but it's actually the garden hoses as they water the flowers. I love that story, and I think it's really important that no matter what you do in life, you remain curious. You keep learning and you keep being curious, and maybe you'll find great things like a castle and a guy named William who can grow big vegetables and whatnot. Anyway, thank you for listening, and it's been a really nice time. I've had a good summer, even though I haven't got to see that many of you face to face. Maybe soon. Bye.